Hello YouTubers, this is John from PokerVIP.com. I'm going to bring you a free strategy video today, along with talking about everything we have to offer, and hopefully to get a few of you guys involved with Poker VIP. Obviously you've seen all the videos, you can see them by clicking on more videos by us. You've probably seen the site, we've got a forum, we've got more coaching videos there, we've got a poker school, we have an Android app, we offer free HUDs, and all the other good things, and plenty of strategy articles, of course. Another thing that we do is we stake players. We back players, and part of that deal is you have to play a certain amount of hands. You get a certain percentage of your profits, but we basically bankroll you every single day. So you'll wake up, you'll have an amount of money in your poker account. You play poker. At the end of the day, hopefully you're in profit, and by the end of the month, whatever profit you've got, you get your percentage of that. You will be part of a strategy group on Skype, so there'll be lots of people there that you can learn from and talk to about your poker experiences. We give you level 5 VIP access to PokerVIP.com, so all of our content is now open to you. Everything has been unlocked. You have coaches at your disposal. You'll have a personal mentor, and you'll be able to make videos for our coaches to analyse. So you're getting a lot of free coaching there. If you want to apply for staking, please just go to PokerVIP.com. At the bottom of the page you'll see staking apply now and hit that button. Otherwise you can add me on Skype. It's John_VIP. That's JON_PokerVIP. POKERVIP. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you about getting you signed up and playing for us. So anyway, I'll launch into this video. We're on 4 tables of 25-50 cents, which is otherwise known as 50 NL. Table 1, top left, is a Euro table. Table 2, top right, is a dollars table, USD, but it's an ante-table, so everyone puts in 5 cents pre-flop as well as the big blinds, and everyone normally plays deeper, up to 200 big blinds. Table 3, which is bottom left, is a GBP, pound sterling table. And table 4 is the same as table 1, just another Euro table. With the ace 10 on table 2, I can just call blind v blind. I'm ahead of his holdings, his range, a lot of the time. And on flops like this, I can basically just sit back in position and call. Same thing with the king queen here. Happy to just call. When checked to, I'm going to go ahead and bet for value. Bet for value just means I think I've got the best hand, so I want him to give me some more money with his worse hands, so I'll go ahead and bet. And same thing with the king queen. Obviously we could be up against a better ace, we could be up against an 8 or a 9, but I want to bet small to get some crying calls from worst aces such as ace 6, ace 7, and maybe get some of his other pocket pairs to call. Luckily that works out for us. King queen again, yes, we could be beat by an ace king, a flush 2 pair, but I want to go ahead and bet here for value. Okay, and yet that player did have a worst ace. He had ace 2, which was it's a nice bet by us. I think we got the maximum there from him. And we'll check out the king queen one. Yep, he had ace jack. I guess he just thought we had nothing. 8-4 off on the button seems like a garbage hand, but we can go ahead and open there. And that's because, remember guys, small blind, big blind. The money they've put in was put in blind, so they can just as likely have a garbage hand, even more than likely. So all we have to do is min raise the button there and steal that money. 6-2 offsuit, I think we can go ahead and fold. We don't want to be doing it with all of our hands. 6-4 though, I probably would have opened because obviously more chance of making a straight, etc. It's just a bit easier to play post flop. King queen suited table 3, we all love it. Let's open the pot. I'm going to make it 3 times the big blind to 150. Obviously we can make a lot of hands with king queen, such as straights, flushes, 2 pairs, 3 of a kinds. It's one of those nice value and drawy kind of hands. Okay, here's an interesting hand. Button opens. Okay, so we've opened with 8-4 off, and we say that this is blind money. So I actually think 9-10 plays well against all of the cards that Mandione, excuse how I pronounce that, could have. So I'm going to go ahead and call and see what he does post flop, which basically just means when the flop comes down. We've got 2 overcards and a gut shot to a straight, so if a 7 comes we make the nuts, as long as it's not the 7 of diamonds. So I'm going to go ahead and float. From floating I either hope to hit, or I hope that it goes check check on the turn and I can bet and win on the river. Okay, it's gone check check. I'm going to go ahead with my plan, and I'm going to go ahead and bluff. I don't think that 8's the best card for us to bluff on, and it might look like we had a draw, but I think a lot of times we'll get a fold, and luckily we did. And I say luck, maybe that was more skill than luck, but it's always nice when a plan works out. Also, guys, you know, I love all the comments you're leaving beneath these videos. I'm really happy if you do a thumbs down or a thumbs up. I'm obviously hoping it's a thumbs up. And I'm obviously happy if you leave negatives or criticism, because that's the way we learn and that's the way we give you better. So feel free to comment. And like I say, if there's anything you need, email me, john@ipokervip.net, add me on Skype, john_pokervip, leave a comment in the box below, or go to pokervip.com where we've got a live chat there. Just ask for John. We're always looking to produce new videos, do new strategy articles, new school courses. So also, if you have ideas for what we could do, leave a comment. Or if you actually want to produce them yourself for us, we can pay you for that. So get in touch. We're really open to do anything at the moment. We'll be launching more free YouTube videos. I'm hopefully going to be doing this weekly. So, like I say, tell me what you want, and I can make the next video on that for you. Everything looking about normal for now. 8-10 offsuit here. Okay, so it's gone open, call, call. I feel our hand's a little bit too weak to call, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze here. And squeezing basically just means I'm going to 3-bet and hopefully take down all this money. And you've got to make it a little bit bigger than normal. So I've made it 750, which is around 5x. Well, it is 5x. And I'm hoping for everyone to fold. However, 8-10 offsuit, it can make straights. Pairs can be good, 2 pairs. For flops and draws, you know, Jack-9x. So it plays actually okay post-flop, so it's a fine hand to do it with. And again, it got through, which is nice to see. Phew. Also, as well as myself, we have plenty of other video makers. Some will be on YouTube. If not, like I say, head over to PokerVip. A lot of our content is level 1, so if you just register, you'll be able to see a lot of free material. There's myself, there's Pedro Pellicer, who's a 3-time Supernova Elite, who plays the massive high-stakes 50-100 games. We've got Per, the PLO guy. We've got James Keys, who is the Aussie Millions runner-up. We've got Mr. Margot, who is one of the greatest lower stakes heads-up players online. We've got Stewie Stagg, who's doing all the new beginner content for us, really just simplifying things for you. I think you'll find his videos great if you're just starting off poker. And we've got many more, such as David Ty, who's doing heads-up sit and goes, and also mixed games. So if Stud and Raz interest you, his videos are definitely some to watch. And we have, obviously, the poker superstar that is Internet, aka Paul Otto. He's got plenty of videos in the library and he's about to produce some new ones. So, you know, go ahead, check everyone out, have fun, learn some poker. Okay, table 2, I opened King 6. It's a little bit loose, but there's antes to play for, and I'm in the cut-off. And, like, there's only one person to get through who hasn't put blind money in the pot. And we flopped a gut shot here. I'm going to go ahead and bet and hope to win the pot. Once called, I'm going to go ahead and shut down. I kind of feel like once we get called, we can't really get him to fold a lot of his calling hands on this kind of flopping board. And if he goes check-check, we could hit a king or maybe a 4. And, you know, obviously a 4 would give us the best hand. Well, generally. And a king probably would as well. And possibly a 6, but I'm just going to go ahead and check fold this one. Sometimes you just got to wave the white flag. I really hope poker's treating you all well out there. It would be pretty cool if some of you are doing well to leave a comment about that as well. You know, have you had any big scores recently in tournaments? Have you hit a milestone or a target that you were aiming for? You know, you're more than welcome to brag in our comments. You can also come over to pokervip.com and set up a My Journey blog, which is basically just an interactive blog. Loads of people will comment on it. You can write your life story, poker story, both. And just talk about your good days, your bad days, and if you want, you can post a few bad beats for us to comment on and for you to get off your chest. Not a lot going on the tables here, but I'll try not to keep on talking. Okay, Queen 8. Let's just make the min raise open. And pocket 2s. There's 2 people in the pot. Let's see if we can make a set. We can go ahead and call there. I'm pretty much only continuing if I hit a 2. Sadly we didn't, so I'm giving up on this pot. I feel calling here, you just get yourself into a lot of trouble. We've put a small amount of money in the pot. Let's go ahead and fold and find a better time to pile all our chips in there. Poker's all about losing the minimum and winning the maximum, so really try and concentrate on that. A lot of comments have asked us for tips and tricks and things we can do to make more money. 2 tips I'll give you is, number 1, don't drive the action. Don't be the person creating all the action in the game. Let some other idiot do it. You should be sitting back, relaxing, and taking the money. So yeah, sometimes you might have to create the bit of action against the correct guy, but don't be driving it. Pick your spots. You know who the bad players are. You know who the good players are. The sharks and the fish. So vary your play per player. Also, value bet more. A lot of people check back with their top pair, or get a little bit nervous. Make those thin value bets, and maybe add on a couple of big blinds to your value bets. Table 3 here. Good for the show. Let's get all the money in. Ace King's a very big hand. We're 6-handed. I'm in the cutoff versus the big blind. I'm more than happy to get all my money in here. But for now, I'm 4-betting for value. If he calls, that's great. I can outplay him in position a lot of the time. I can c-bet and take it down. If he goes all in, I'm going to call because I'll be getting a good price. We could be ahead. If not, we're getting the right price to be flipping against queens, jacks, tens, etc. And another way to make more money is heading over to pokervip.com/deals. Don't let these sites keep giving you nothing. We offer the best cashback, the best bonuses, rake races, leaderboards, gadget giveaways, tournament dollar giveaways, special forum promos. Actually get back for once. Sign up to a new site through us. Again, you can have me on Skype to do that. It's John_VIP, JON_POKERVIP. Here we open Jack 7 suited, and we've actually faced a pot-sized lead. We have a flush draw, we have 2 overcards. I don't want to go ahead and raise it because we're in position and we don't have a nut. We're not drawing to the nuts. I'm going to go ahead and keep the pot the size I want it to be, and I'm just going to go ahead and call. Now on the turn, he has to act. We can just sit back, relax, and see what he does. He seems to be thinking about it. What's he got? What's he doing? He's gone for pot again. A lot of times when people pot bet, they've got like a draw. He might have I've got the 7 of spades, so it takes a few hands out. But I really still want to call here because I think hitting my flush, I might get some money. Also, we could bluff some rivers. If he goes ahead and checks here, we could bet pretty big and, assume that he'll fold a lot of his weaker to marginal hands. However, he's pot bet again. Nothing we can do. Let's just go ahead and fold. We can't bluff him. We can't call him. He might have bluffed us, but we had jack high, so nothing really special about that. It's a shame we didn't hit there. It's always good making flushes on video. The jack queen here I've checked down. I think I'm going to win the pot. Yep. I've got the nut no pair is what that's called. Ace king jack queen. And then whatever the other card may be. This time it was an 8. Hopefully we can get a big pot in before the end of this video. because I know that's what you guys like, and as a poker fan myself, it's good to see the big pots. And if you do want to see big pots, I'd definitely say check out Internet's and Pedro KL's video. These guys play super high stakes and the money flies around, so really enjoy those. We all know it gets quite boring sometimes when you get no hands, but sometimes you get a bit of downtime. What I would say is when you're not getting many hands, we'll look at the table, see who's the fish and who's the shark and who's playing what hands like what. There's a lot you can pick up by just watching. Obviously a lot of you guys will be using hoods. I haven't got a hood on this video, I will on the next because I'm going to do a special one. There's a new product out called pokercube.com, POKERCUBE, pokercube.com. And this is the first ever free heads-up display hood. It also has a database attached to it. It's got a cloud. You can share your hands on Twitter and Facebook. Really, really fun software, which I'm looking forward to showing off for you next time. But in the meantime, check it out, pokercube.com. So yeah, so obviously, not having a hood, just watch the games. See, like watching this game, we've definitely found the fish. This Willow 2319, he's just wanting to play big pots all the time. He's just wanting to give everyone his money. Let's see if we can pick that up before the end of the video. Sadly, there's nothing we can do with the 4 deuce offsuit. So we'll just go ahead and mug that, and hopefully we'll pick up a hand that we can get all his chips with. Big pot developing on table 4 on the bottom right. Interesting turn card. It'll either spice up the action or slow down the action. With my A6 of hearts, I'm going to go ahead and min-raise the button. Happy to take it down pre-flop. Happy if someone calls me. Don't really want to be raised because then I have to fold. Jack 8 suited. Let's hope this Willow does something so we can get some money in the pot versus him. Okay, normally I'd say fold this hand, but he seems to just want to get all his money in. So if we can make, a straight, a flush, 2 pair, maybe even a pair, or a big combination draw, like, a flush draw and straight draw, it might be worth us calling to try and get his money. It's a little bit fishy, and it's something I'd never do against a good player, but we are deep. He is a bad player. Let's see if we can make a hand. Sadly, it comes 6, 7, 7, and it's not a good flop for us, so we have to go ahead and fold. If that 6 was a diamond, if it came 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, we'd have definitely continued, but I'm going to go ahead and fold. And he's definitely just wanted to give his money away. I've seen this type of player a million times. He's just going to go ahead and bet until he's lost it all. I was going to make this a short video, but I'll add on another 5 or 10 minutes to see if we can get him. Team VIP. Yep, he's all in again. I really hope it's me who gets the money. Can't call him with 4-7, obviously. I might have called him there with like Ace-10 or Ace-Jack. Well, I would have gone all in, but I think he's doing this with any 2, to be honest. Probably drunk. Probably just doesn't care anymore. I don't know. Someone on mad tilt. Again, nothing we can do with 8-2. Queen-10 here on table 4, bottom right. Let's go ahead and open it up. It's a fine hand to do so. Okay, so we open the Jack-Queen. It's a pretty bad flop for us, but we can go ahead and c-bet here because we can represent over pairs or pairs. And a lot of his poor hands can fold, like his Ace-8 and maybe Ace-10 will fold. If not, we can double barrel the turn, or we can, turn a 10 or a Jack or a Queen. The King's definitely a great card for us to bet. We can represent that we've got a King a lot of the time here. King out here, blind v blind, I think it's fine to open. He's put his money in dead, we've got a King, we're probably ahead. We'll probably see a fold a lot of the time, so let's go ahead and raise. Table 2, I've given up on the pot. Just too many hands that you can have, and that turn card improved a lot of them, such as flushes and straights. So just give up. wave the white flag again. Seems he's quieting down a couple of hands, but now he's back putting the money in. Pocket 8s here on table 3. Got to open that. Big hand. Happy to call a 3-bet a lot of the time. Happy to just be in control of the pot. He's kind of a good flop for us. Obviously, there's only one overcard, but there are a lot of draws and a lot of hands that can continue with us here. Once we get that out into, I'm actually going to go ahead and fold. It's a really tight fold, but what we're going to do on the turn, you know, there's not much good for us. And, you know, the sad thing when we've got aces on table 2, the crazy guy folds, so now we're just going to have to get money the old-fashioned way against a good player in position with aces. I'm just going to go ahead and 3-bet quite small here. I want him to call, I want him to 4-bet. The last thing I want him to do is to fold, so we'll keep it so we can call or, you know, get funky. It's a really good flop for us, so I'm going to go ahead and bet for value. Need to bet a little bit bigger than normal because there's lots of draws there. Let's go ahead and charge them. And sadly, he snap folds. Would have been nice to have had the aces when Willow was open raising to $50, but that's poker. Yep. If only I had the aces. 8-10 suit, I'm going to go ahead and call because we can make a lot of good hands with this. And the 4-5, he limped the button I've checked. I can't go ahead folding a gut short, a pair, and a small flush draw. 8-10, I'm going to float again, just like I did in the other hands. There's a lot of good turn cards for us, you know, backdoor diamond, a 10, a 9, an 8, a king, you know, hands that give us some equity. Sadly, the 5 spades was not one of them, so now I'm going to go ahead and have to check fold. But now I think I've got the best hand. I'm not going to bet because we might not. He might have a jack, he might have 9s, he might have 10s. But I am going to call if he bets, I think. But I expect him to check. He's actually made a really bad check there. That hand he probably should be value betting. Not the worst I've seen, but not the best. Sadly, table 2, the fish has left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the video. And the key points, I'm just going to remind you on, take it easy at the tables, value bet a lot, don't drive the action, don't be the guy who's tilting, find good games, you know, there's a fish there, you know, you want to stay on that table, you want to attack it. Sadly he's gone, so I'm giving up as well. Head over to Poker VIP for deals, staking, forum, poker courses, our Android app, our new arcade game that we've got coming out soon. And like I say, the next video will probably be this time next week, and it will be on introducing a HUD and using pokercube.com. So yeah, anything you need, leave a comment, add me on Skype. All the information will be below, so look below right now. There's all the info and links. And you know, comment away guys. This was John for pokervip.com.